Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another rebuild and it's now going to be the Tennessee Titans. Starting at week 15 in the real life, we are 2-11. Well, they are 2-11, whichever way you want to look at it. And it is a bad team, to be honest. If we look at the statistics, they rank very low in terms of everything on the offense and defense. So it's not looking good. This team is in a need of a total rebuild. Obviously, they went out and got their franchise quarterback, Cam Ward, out of Miami, and he showed flashes this season. I can't say I've watched a lot, but I know he has shown flashes of what he can do. But they need to build a team around him, a roster around him that can compete. Otherwise, they're just going to be wasting a potentially talented player and a potential franchise quarterback. We've obviously got 5 years of him on that rookie deal. So if we can do it in 5 years, or 4 years on the rookie deal, if we can do a rebuild and get a Super Bowl in that 5 years, we should be able to build a good team around him. When we do have to pay him, it's probably going to be expensive. We need to develop him when he's getting better, but we do need to build this team around him. Outside of that, we've got the O-line looks okay. Could probably do with a few upgrades at some point. Zeitler not having normal devs a bit harsh. I think he's very good. Skoronsky is a good guard, very good guard. They've got Dan Moore, JC Latham, Cushion Bay. It's not bad, it'll be a lot worse. Right ends, we've got Gunnar Helm, rookie, and Okonkwo, who's very good as well. Potentially very good. Receiving, this really lets them down. I have left Calvin Ridley out down here. So I've buried him down the depth chart because he is on injured reserve at the moment. He's on IR. We've got Chimere DK, who I'm going to play over Van Jefferson. Ayumanor. I hope I'm saying that right. They've both got potential, but I wouldn't say this team's got an out-and-out big, decent, very good wide receiver one. I don't think Calvin Ridley's amazing. Running back room, I like Tony Pollard. I like Tajee Spears. Tony Pollard's obviously getting up there in age now. He's 28. Is it time to just pass the baton on to Tajee Spears, who's got 4 years on him? He's only 24, nearly the same overall. But I do like Tony Pollard, and I'm definitely going to let him see out the season as a starter. But we know we've got someone there ready to take over when that comes. Defensively, Oladeji, I know, turns into a beast on this game. I've seen it happen loads, so hopefully we can do it in this rebuild. He's on IR as well in real life, so he's buried down a depth chart for the moment. We've got Barton and Gray, linebackers, Key off the edge on the other side. Defensively, this team needs a lot of work. We've got Kevin Winston Jr., rookie, who's also got potential, could be very good. Why does it do that? Got Xavier Woods, who is up there in age now. He's 30, so and a normal dev. So what we're going to do is we're going to start Kevin Winston Jr. over Woods because the season's over. We got as well. Hooker the other side. Corners, dreadful. Got Kia Elam, the only one with a dev trait. His contract expiring. I actually quite like Elam. But other than that, not very good corner room at all. And then our best player on defense, Jeffrey Simmons, D-tackle, 94 overall, superstar development. Is 28 years old as well. How much longer can we get production or top end production out of Jeffrey Simmons? We shall see. Outside of that, there's nothing else really. We have got T'Vondre Sweat, who's also, I don't think he's on IR anymore, to be honest. So we'll put T'Vondre Sweat into the lineup. There's your special team. So that is the team that's going to see out the rest of this season. We are going to use the draft classes, the realistic draft classes for the first, especially the first draft, potentially the second draft, and then it'll be auto-generated after that. We're obviously in line to get the first overall pick again, which they did pick up Cam Ward in last season. So that is something, considering how many needs this team does have, potentially trading down, getting more picks, getting more opportunities to improve the team and build around Cam Ward is definitely going to be the play. But we're going to skip straight to the playoffs, which we're going to miss out on, obviously. And I'm going to see you at the off season. So we are then at the end of the season. We do end up actually winning 2 games. We finished 4-13, so we do end up winning 2. What's happened there? 2 games at the end, including that 49ers game. Wow, 27-21. and they beat the Saints 31-30, lost to the Chiefs and Jags. That'll put us fourth. That says 4. So Raiders only won 2 games. Browns and Jets won 3, and then Titans, Falcons, Giants all won 4. So as it stands there, we could be having the 4th overall pick, I believe. That's assuming, I should probably check this before, that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 5s, 6 and a 7. We've got plenty of draft capital to move around if we need to. There's nothing in the league leaders apart from Gray, comes third in tackles with 147 tackles. We will just check the stats for the team. Cam Ward in his rookie season went for 3,349 yards, to 15 touchdowns and 9 picks, and he added 155 yards and a touchdown on the ground. No 1,000-yard rusher. Tony Pollard and Spears both go for 5 touchdowns, but no, not a lot really. And then this is what we're talking about here. Look, receiving. Ayumanor leads the team with 650 and 6 touchdowns. Okonkwo 5 and 0. Jimmy DK about 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's just non-existent really. Offensively, Cedric Gray, tackle machine, obviously came third in tackles in the whole league. Barton going over 100 as well. 15 TFLs, 10.5 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons, and then a few more behind him. Any picks? 4 picks for Cody Barton. That's very good. Xavier Woods getting 2, Gray getting 1. Not a lot going on with this team at all. Not a lot of positives from that. We'll check out the yearly awards and expect to see absolutely no one. Jonathan Defensive Player of the Year. Humanor and Ward finishing 6 and 7 on Offensive Rookie of the Year. Kevin Winston Jr. comes in at 8. Quarterback having a laugh. Titans running back. Tony Pollard comes in at top 10. Receiver, joking. Zeitler top 5 in O-line. D-line, Jeffrey Simmons comes in top 10. Myles Garrett takes that one, obviously. Cedric Gray takes number 8, best linebacker, and then DB nowhere to be seen. Texans had 4. That's crazy. We're going to upload our draft class. That's the one. So we've got a lot of good players in this draft class. Obviously, Ruben Bain, and it's all going to be positions that we need as well. Ruben Bain, Caleb really needs safety, but receivers definitely in play. Jordan Tyson's there. Jeremiah Love, running back, with some tackles, really good tackles. More edge rushers. Corner, D-tackle. Obviously, won't be looking at quarterback. Nell Tate, who we drafted in our last rebuild with the New York Giants. If you didn't watch that one, go back and give that a watch. Connor Tate turned out to be an absolute monster. I won't video, but definitely go back and have a look at that. There's a lot of good players in this class. Mock draft suggests nothing. It's not there. That's not working. Fantastic. We'll check the upgraded players. We'll go to the off season, and we should have plenty of money. In theory, maybe not, potentially. And then we can check who we need to move on. If we need to move on from players, if we need to re-sign players, and really get into the guts of this Tennessee Titans rebuild. 2025 season recap. The Indianapolis Colts win the Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles. Quitty Pay, the Super Bowl MVP. There's your yearly award winners on the right. No surprises there, apart from the Colts going and winning it all. Have we got a mock draft we can see now? We do. Fernando Mendoza going number 1 to the Raiders, apparently. And this has us selecting Ruben Bain, which is very, very chance that could happen, to be honest. We do need edge. Let's check out any... No, hang on. Excuse me. Advance another week. We'll see. We'll check to see who we want to re-sign. Now we've got 137 million in cap room. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Peter Skronsky. We're going to get ahead of that contract next year. Now Amani Hooker is 28 years old now. What's he looking for? I'll give him a 2. Amani Hooker is going to leave. Okonkwo, I think we can replace. Elam, do like Elam. I mean, he's cheap. Young. He's got a star dev. Would he accept that? Yeah, Elam's going to stay as depth. I think that's decent. Arden Key can go. Darryl Baker can go. Mika Robinson can go. All these players can go. He's it. So we are going to go into free agency with an awful lot of players leaving us. We're going to check out the staff to see if there's anyone here. Oh, no. Is anyone real? No. So let's just bring in Mark Kurth, because he was the highest rated one. And then Manuel Ortega. I don't think it really matters unless you get a real life someone who's been sacked and they've got a real life one, and then you put their scheme into the game. I think you get boosts on player rules. But when it's just the generated coaches, I don't think it makes much of a difference, to be honest. So let's jump into free agency for what we're going to call season number 1. Anyone retired for us? Oh shit, Kevin Zeitler retired. Oh god, even more. So we are going to have a fucking depleted team, I imagine. So Cam Ward's a 70 overall star dev. This team's awful. Look at it. We definitely need O-line. That's definitely in play now. Better tight end, better receivers. Running back's not out of the question. This has got Jeffrey Simmons playing edge. He's gone up to an X Factor, though. That's cool. Barton's gone up to a superstar. We've obviously got L'Jarius Sneed back as well. He was on IR before. Corners at play, D tackles at play. Yeah, Kevin Winston can play strong safety. Oladeyo's going to be back as well. And we're going to need all the special teams as well. Free agency in the first season is never very good. George Pickens is here. That'd be a big splash, wouldn't it? Right off the bat. It's not something he's going to be asking for a shitload of money. That's a lot of money. We could potentially get a mentor quarterback in later on just to help with the development of Cam Ward. Running back's not a massive need. Receiver is George Pickens, Romeo Dobbs. I mean, he was maybe Rondale Moore's here, Elijah Moore, Jalen Coker. There's not a lot I'm liking here. Any tight ends? Isaiah Likely. Conquo's here as well, obviously. Tackle. Brad Christensen. Guard. A lot. Evan Neal. We're just going to be building through the draft by the looks of it. Ebakite, he could be a decent, potentially as just a rental for a couple of years. We'll put an offer in on Ebakite. Doesn't rule us out going for depth though. Getting a edge rusher in the draft at all. D-tackle wise, not a lot here that we like. We want to get young as well, obviously. We want to get young players in and develop them. And there's just a lot of old players in here. McFadden. Corner, definitely a need. Alontae Taylor's here. Michael Carter, any dev traits? A Woozy. Anyone got a dev trait? You have. Like any of them. Andre Cisco. Safety, I think we're fine. Kicker, Cam Little's here. That'd be funny. Let's go and get Cam Little for the rest of the rebuild, just because he's got 99 kick power. Why not? And then Ryan Stonehouse, he's got 99 kick power as well. Let's just get him in for the rest of the rebuild. Get that sorted, so we don't have to worry. We shouldn't have to worry about that. And then Andrew DePaula, let's bang him in for the rest of the rebuild as well. Sort out special teams for the rest of the rebuild. Everything else is going to be out of the draft by the looks of it. We get 2 of them, well, hopefully. And all 4 signs. So we've got DePaula, Cam Little, and Ryan Stonehouse on specials. And then Abakite is going to come in and play edge. That should move Jeffrey Simmons back to D-tackle. What's going on here? And it does. Abakite, our edge at the moment. So our linebacker core actually looks quite good. D-tackle, we've got Jeffrey Simmons, Devondre Sweat. That's going to be that. And we'll check to see contracts. We'll have a look, see if we can offload anyone, but we haven't really got a need to at the moment because of our salary cap is so big. But potentially we could get rid of some players just to get some more picks in. If there's anyone with vastly overpaying, Calvin Ridley being one, what is he doing on that contract? Let's see what we can get for Calvin Ridley. He's 31 years old. 31, that's exactly why. We're not going to get much for him. Can we? Who's the oldest? Let's get rid of some age. Calvin Ridley and Xavier Woods. Then we can look to get a safety. So Calvin Ridley, Xavier Woods. That should be able to get something. Martin Emerson Jr. in the 7th. Woody Gay, Jonathan Brooks, running back. Trey Palmer. Can we get a better pick? I do like Martin Emerson, but I think we can get Corn if we just get a pick. Would you give us a second? No, it's going to be a third. What about 2 of them? That's close. 2 thirds, 1 this year, 1 next year. Further away. This is going to be accepted, I think. It's going to be Calvin Ridley and Xavier Woods for a 3rd round pick this year and a 4th round pick next year from the Cleveland Browns. That frees up some more cap room, and it also gets rid of some of the old dead wood on the team. That means we will have a gap at safety, which we'll have a quick look in free agency, see if there's anyone there that we like. If not, we can find it in the draft. Dane Belton, that wouldn't be too bad. He's only 25. I think that's going to be the pick. We're going to go Dane Belton. Let's go 3-year, 16.5 million. We do have the top offer. And Dane Belton is a Tennessee Titan. Excuse me. That would have been a bad slip of the tongue. Dane Belton's going to play safety for us. Defense looking better already. We need a lot more players. And that's going to be free agency, I think. And we shall see you at the draft. Then at the NFL draft, we've got plenty of picks. If we don't like someone, we will trade out of it. We can use them next year or the year after. We need guard. We just need O-line all over depth, really. Tight ends in play. Receivers definitely in play. I think Tajee Spears is probably going to start next season. Defensively, corner, D-tackle, the major needs. We've got a lot of needs, and it could just be a case of best player available as well. So we shall see. Obviously, the first question is going to be, do we trade out of the number 4 overall pick to collect more draft capital, or is there someone we love at number 4? Fernando Mendoza goes number 1 to the Las Vegas Raiders. That seems to happen quite a lot. And even happened, I did a video rebuild of the Las Vegas Raiders. I selected Fernando Mendoza. If you haven't watched that one, go and watch it. Go back and watch it. It's a really good one. I won't ruin it for you, but it turns out to be pretty damn good. Dante Moore to the Cleveland Browns. After selecting Sanders and Dylan Gabriel last season, they go Dante Moore with the number 2 overall pick. New York Jets select Ruben Bain. He was projected to fall to us. That hasn't happened. So we are now on the clock. Let's see who's available to us at pick number 4. It's Caleb Downs, safety, but I think we're okay for the time being. Peter Woods is here. We do need D-tackle. He would be a very, very good addition. Line, if we want to go tackle, if we want to go edge, TJ Parker, Uwe corner, Joe McCoy, Mansell Delane, Vivian Terrell, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end's definitely in play as well. A lot of good players here. I think at the moment, Peter Woods would be unbelievable. Do we go Peter Woods? I think it'd be silly not to check out the offers. We don't want to fall down the draft too far. Something like between 10 and 15 would be good, I think. And we're not getting 19, 31. We're not getting anything like that. I mean, this one comes with 2 firsts, a second. But we drop down to pick number 24. I don't mind that one. We obviously still want a first round pick this year. First, a second. We're going to trade with the Seahawks here. We're going to trade pick number 4 for number 24 this year, a first round pick next year, and a second round pick next year. We stay in the first round. We gain another first next year and a second. Caleb Downs is why they've moved up. They've moved all the way up to 24, from 24 to pick Caleb Downs. We're going to skip to our pick. And I should read out the board. Lenora Sellers goes to the Rams. Peter Woods goes at number 6 to the Giants. Tyson to the Commanders. TJ Parker, Cardinals. Jamal McCoy to the Saints. Caden McDonald to the Dolphins. You can see a lot of good players there. Let's see who's been left for us at number 25. Jordan Tyson's still here. Peter Woods. Who did I say? That says Peter Woods at number 6 is gone. And Tyson. What's going on? There we go. That's better. So Jeremiah Love's still here. Running back. Carnell Tate, which I'm not going to take just because we did that in the last rebuild I did. We have still got Edge, Keldrick Folk, and Uigalagale. Kenyon Sadiq is here. Do need tight end. We do need to give him more weapons. Guard could be in play. Denzel Boston. I think, given the board, I mean, Jeremiah Love. We don't need running, but Jeremiah Love could be an absolute monster in the right scheme. It'd give us. We could trade away Tony Pollard to move back up potentially, or do we think about who's here? Corner and D tackle. Corner Hill. Malik Muhammad's here. Malik Muhammad's probably the best of the bunch. D tackle. Landon Robinson. Aaron Graves. Aaron Graves has got A power. Aaron Graves could be the pick. He's 23 years old. Or do we want to go I mean, Carnell Tate's such an obvious pick. I don't want to do it. Mackay Lemon, Brazil, Trent Walker. Looks like he could be good down the board. Kenyon Sadiq, or do we fix that hole on the O-line with... I'm not going to try and put... Oh, Ione. This combine was awful. Arvell Reese is still here. We're going bollocks to it. We're going to go Jeremiah Love. A massive play maker, difference maker. He's going to be one of the best players in the class. He's going to make, and he's going to make this to help Cam Ward. And he's probably going to make the thumbnail to this video as well. We pick him at 24. He's ranked number 2. Hidden Dev, obviously, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 93 for a lot of stuff. A's all over the board. I think that's a good pick, especially at 24. Maybe it's not exactly what we went into the draft looking for, but when someone like that falls into your lap, a potentially generational player, you got to take him. We pick at 36. Carnell Tate fell 34, so the Browns have picked up Dante Moore and Carnell Tate in the same draft. That's incredible. Uigalele is still here. Folk's still here. Kenyon's still here. So we didn't have to go and get him in the first round. And that's going to be the pick. We're going to go Kenyon Sadiq. We do need tight end. We have got Gunnar Helm. It's another weapon for Cam Ward. He's ranked number 41. We got him at 36. He's hidden dev. I'm fine with that. Kenyon Sadiq's going to be a beast for us. That's a good pick as well. Just so Garrett Nussmeier went somewhere. We pick at 66 and 68 in this round. Arvell Reese went a pick before us. Landon Robinson has just fell to us. We do need D tackle. Great combine. B tackle, B finesse moves. Landon Robinson's going to be the pick. Ranked 181. Got him at 66. Normal dev, that's a bit of a shitter. That's a bit of a shit pick. Deuce Robinson goes straight after him to the Eagles. We do pick again. Joshua Josephs. Chandler Rivers. We need corner. Lee Hunter. We need D tackle. Let's go and find a corner. I did scout some. Yeah. Oh, I scouted 2. I thought I scouted 3. We know Will Lee is a round 2 to 3 talent, and that's going to be the pick. I think we liked him beforehand. He looks decent. It's not a bad combine. It's not the best, but B's cross most of it. He's ranked number 51. We got him at 68. That's decent. Do we get a dev trait? We don't get a dev trait, but that's not a bad corner to pick up in the 3rd round. In the 4th round, number 100. JC Davis, tackle, looks shite. Chris Bell, terrible. We didn't actually get a receiver, have we yet? Dalen Everett. Zane Durant, another tackle, D tackle. Logan Parr. Let's have a quick look what we can get on the O-line. None of those look very good. Guard, nope. Bryce Foster. Bryce Foster looks like he could be a player. He might be terrible. He's ranked 119. We got him at 100. Normal dev. That's not the worst pick. He could play across the O-line. Jennings Dunker was there. I didn't see that. Chris Bell's still here. Davian Harris. 6'7" nose tackle. I mean, that's just interesting. And let's get Xavier Harris in. Beast. 204, 131, 91 strength. Who cares? We got back-to-back picks as well. Logan Parr. Looks like an athlete. Got F for run block, though. Who was the fastest receiver that we've left? Fuck me, was that a 4.24? Barry and Brown ran a 4.24. Oh my god. Well, we drafted him. Look at that. Elite acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed. Speed kills. Ranked number 69 in the class. We've got him 132. Normal dev, but he's got 99 speed. Barry and Brown, welcome to Tennessee. Dante Corleone was still there. Missed that. Logan Parr's now gone. We pick again here. Will Jackson, another D tackle. Evan Coleman Jr. Don't really know what else we can do. Xavier Scott, Darren Johnson. He looks okay. Day 3. Let's get Darren Johnson in for some more corner depth. And I think that's probably going to be the end of the draft. Ranked 190, got 156, 90 speed. That's decent. That's going to be the end of our draft. We'll let the CPU find some hidden gems, hopefully. They are hard to come by on these realistic draft classes is a lot harder to draft than it is on the auto-generated. But let's go and have a look at what we got. Jeremiah Love is an 81. We traded down. He's a beast. I don't. It could be superstar dev, could be an X Factor, who knows? Got Kenyon Steak, who's going to be our starting tight end at 74. Landon Robertson, who's a bit of a shit pick in the third, 68 overall. Will Lee, corner. Bryce Foster at 70 overall. D tackles Evian Harris at 67. Barry and Brown ends up being a 72, but he's at 99 speed. That's going to be fun. We managed to get a 69 corner in the 7th. Passes. And then Thomas Rimac, a guard. I won't ruin the draft class for you in case you want to go and have a look yourself. And we'll see how the team looks going into pre-season. And then I shall do training camp. We're going to move Bryce Foster over to right guard. And hopefully he doesn't lose too many overall points. He actually gains 2. So Bryce Foster goes up to a 72 overall as a right guard, which is very good. Kenyon Sadiq, obviously tight end 1. Jeremiah Love's going to be RB1. Tony Pollard's going to get traded away now. No trades. Are you sure? We'll sort that later on. Jeremiah Love's going to be our starting running back. Obviously, we didn't upgrade our receiving core as much as I wanted to. We did get Baron Brown in. Stepo's still in here. McCutcheon. So we need to run the football and we need to find the tight end. What play group's going to do that? I wonder. I've got one in mind. Doesn't exactly help Cam Ward develop though, unfortunately. Corner, Sneed, Elam, Will Lee's going to be our third corner. We got Harris is there now as well. And D tackle wise, let's move Landon Robinson up the depth chart as well as Harris. They're all going to play over Watkins. Draft wise, it's okay. It's not brilliant. It is hard. It is difficult, but we have picked up more picks. We have got 2 players who are going to be a difference in Jeremiah Love and Kenya Steek, and they shall probably last the entire rebuild as well. I'm just going to go and jump in, do training camp, and I'll show you some highlights if there is any, and if not, we shall see you at... I might even play a pre-season game as well, just to see Jeremiah Love play. We ended up getting this with Cam Ward that tried it too many times. I've just restarted it 4 times, so I'm not going to carry on. That's done my head in. Oh, we've got 1 play left. 1 play left. Can we get a medal with Jeremiah Love? Side. Can we get there? That's going to be a touchdown. Yes! Come on! Gold medal with Jeremiah Love. See what that gets him. Very close there. We get a skill point, 2,500. So we're going to get a gold with Kenyon Sadiq. And we do. There we go. Gold medal for Kenyon Sadiq. The tight end, who's going to be very good for us. He gets 2 skill points, 3,000 XP. That's very good. We're going to get a gold medal with our centre. Well, our centre, we moved to get another gold medal. Training camp, we're smashing it at the moment. It's a shame that we couldn't get the gold for Cam Ward. Another skill point, 2,500 XP. It makes me laugh that we have the starting quarterback in this just to get smashed by a D tackle. But Landon Robinson here is getting a gold medal. We get off the block. Cam Ward takes another hit, and that is a gold medal locked in for Landon Robinson, the D tackle rookie. We get another skill point, 2,500 XP. with Lee. Oh, nearly picked off again. But we got gold with Will Lee at rookie corner. I'm not very good at that drill, but we do manage to get a gold. Another skill point, 2,500 XP. And that'll be the end of training camp. We're going to upgrade the players, see what we did get, and then I'm going to set the team up, and we're going to quickly have a look at schemes, and then get going with this season. We are going to move everything into the scheme fit. Kenyan Sadiq getting lots of upgrades here, and he's going to start the season at nearly an 80 overall as a rookie. 77 at the moment. 79. One more. Oh, nearly. 79 star dev. So we've already got his development trait revealed. And we got here for Jeremiah Love, who's going to be well over an 80 as a rookie. 84. He's got one more. He does not. And he has his development trait has been revealed as well as a superstar. Only 21 years old out of Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love, superstar dev. We've got two for Cam Ward here as well. We're going to put those into field general. We need to get him developed as quickly as possible. And there you go. I clicked the wrong one straight away. That's always good, isn't it? I wish these menus and things would hurry up, honestly. They're so slow. They'll auto do the rest. We'll set the team. Foster goes up to a 75. That's good as well. We shall see you at the mid-season mark. And hopefully we're having a better season than we were. So we haven't got to week one. We went a week, and then we did receive this trade offer for Tony Pollard. It's from the Cincinnati Bengals, Andre Osivas, and a 7th round pick. And we could always do with more receiving depth. We don't need Tony Pollard. We get a 7th round pick in 2028. We are going to accept that offer. So Tony Pollard is off to the Cincinnati Bengals. See where Osiva, he's only young as well. Slots in there as a wide receiver 2, apparently. Dimray DK has got a star dev and he's only 24. So we are going to play DK over him. This leaves Jeremiah Love as the clear running back 1. So I just wanted to show you that. And now we'll see you at the mid-season mark. Here we are. We are 3-3. So it's not bad. We came off the bye week. We just come off the bye week and a victory against the Indianapolis Colts, who obviously won the Super Bowl in last season. So that's really promising. We'll check what our schedule looked like. We beat the Jets week 1, lost the Jags, beat the Ravens, lost the Texans, Cowboys, and then beat the Colts. So that's quite promising. Excuse me, that's quite promising. Lots of upgrade skill points there. Have a look at how the team's looking, see if we've got any dev traits that we've revealed. So Jeremiah Love, we knew was a superstar. Kenyan Sadiq, we know is a star. Foster's up to a 76. It's about that on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, we didn't get any depth. We didn't have any depth traits, did we? Defensively, Robinson's up to a 74, which is good. Lee's up to a 77, looking very promising so far. Season number 1, we've got the best passing defense in the league. Everything else is pretty low. I thought we'd be a better run team. We're not at the moment, but we are 3-3. We're only putting up 20 points a game. We're going to put our national focus as wide receiver, because I think that's what we are missing massively. We'll see who's here to negotiate a new contract. Skoronski we need to keep. We're going to pay him. Skoronski's here for the rest of the rebuild. Taji Spears. We have just got Jeremiah Love. Taji Spears is good depth behind him. And Taji Spears is back. That's our 1-2 punch for the whole rebuild. Arden Keys 30, he can go. Osivas, we obviously just got in the Tony Pollard trade. We'll think about that at the end of the season. Everyone else, very replaceable. And then JC Latham on his 5th-year option. 3-3. We face the New York Giants, and we're going to stay live here to see how we get on against the New York Giants. And we lose 28-20. Wow. They were 1-6 going into that game. And we were awful by the looks of it. Jackson Dart threw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But we threw for 107 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jeremiah Love gets a touchdown off 77 rushing yards. Cam Ward gets 39 on the ground as well. I'm going to guess receiving wise didn't do anything. Osivas actually got a touchdown. Defensively, no sacks, 2 picks there. Will Lee, the rookie, getting a pick. TFLs. So we fall to 3-4 when we face the Indianapolis Colts again. So we're going to see you at the playoffs, and we might be in it. We shall see. I'll see you there. We are then at wildcard week, and we end up going 8-9. So we were 3-3. Well, we went to 3-4, and we finished off 8-9. How we finished out the season. So here we lost to the Giants to fall to 3-4, and we lost to the Colts. They got their own back. We beat the Browns, beat the Steelers 10-0. That sucks. It lost to the Eagles, beat the Vikings, lost to the Raiders, beat the Jags, beat the Texans, and then lost to the Commanders and Bengals at the end to go 8-9. So obviously a massive improvement on last season. But if we look at our team rankings, still not looking brilliant. I thought we'd get a lot more run yards. Passing yards, it's not great, but we need better receivers. That's quite clear. We'll check out the stats. Cam Ward is about the same yardage-wise as he did last season, but for 22 touchdowns, 19 picks. We need to get those picks down an awful lot. Rushing, Love does go over 1,000 yards. That's good. 14 touchdowns for Jeremiah Love. Cam Ward puts 200 on the ground as well. Receiving, this is going to be awful. Not as bad as it was last season. No 1,000-yard receiver. Chimere DK, 906. Ayuminor, 804. How did Sadiq get on? 680 and 6 touchdowns isn't too bad. Jeremiah Love puts that 1 touchdown on through the air as well. We need receivers. Cyrus, that's not too bad. Whether we'll give him a new contract or not, I don't know. Tackles, Cedric Gray, Cody Barton, Will Lee, the rookie, all tackle machines going for triple digits. Jeffrey Simmons, 20 TFLs, 12 sacks. But here we go. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. Oladeo, 15.5 sacks. Unbelievable. Evakite, free agency signing in the off-season, goes 13.5 sacks as well. And then a few more down here. Interceptions-wise, Will Lee, our rookie, gets 3 picks. That could potentially be a Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Snead gets 3, Cody Barton gets 2, and then a couple more down here. It's a lot better than it was last season, but it's very clear what we need, and that is a top wide receiver. See if we've got upgrades. We've got Cam Ward's got 6 skill points to put on. Why is that? Can we click on it, for fuck's sake? What have we got here? Because he went over 3,500 passing yards. He gets over 17,000 XP, and he got nearly 5,000 XP for throwing 15 picks for some reason. So that's 23,000 XP, which we're going to stick into Field General and get Cam Ward up to something like. And with those skill point upgrades, that puts Cam Ward up to a 77 with morale. Not too bad. We've got Will Lee with 4, our rookie corner, who's had a very good season. We'll check the yearly awards in a second, see if we got Rookie of the Year. He's going to be over an 80 overall after his first season, which turned out to be a good decision. I think that's a good pick in the end. Oladeo, we're going to lots of point upgrades here, including Jeremiah Love. We're going to auto upgrade the rest. Let's quickly check the yearly awards. So Joe Burrow wins MVP. That's pretty obvious. Defensive Player of the Year, Tyquan Thornton. Look at this, Bengals, Bengals, Bengals. Tyquan Thornton wins of the year. Defensive Player of the Year, Oladeo in the top 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jeremiah Love. Kenyon Sadiq in at 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Lee comes in at 4. That's a shame. Still potential upgrades though. Nothing there. Jeremiah Love top 5 in running back. O-line, Bryce Foster comes in the top 5 for best O-lineman. D-line, Oladeo and Jeffrey Simmons in the top 10. Linebacker, Cedric Gray in the top 5. DB, no one, that's unfortunate. Kicker, Cam Little comes in at 8. We'll skip to the off-season. Check out any dev trait increases, re-sign anyone that needs to be re-signed, and then we'll get into the off-season for season number 2 and try and improve this team even more. We still should have a fair bit of cap if there is anyone in free agency that we like that improves us. Other than that, we've obviously got quite a few picks in the draft to find some decent players, including 2 first-round picks. The Minnesota Vikings win the Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills. J.J. McCarthy wins MVP. There's your yearly award winners on the right-hand side. And we'll go and check the team. Did Jeremiah Love get an X Factor? Oh, he does not. That's unfortunate. No upgrade for Love. Nothing. Kenyon Sadiq goes up to a superstar. That's awesome. And then we got Cedric Gray. He's gone up to a superstar. Jeffrey Simmons still a superstar. Will Lee, there's no dev trait upgrade for Will Lee. That sucks. Nothing else there that I can see. Mock Draft 4 saying Dolphins have got the number 1 pick. What picks have we got? We've got number 16 and number 21 to use in this draft. Jeremiah Smith. I mean, getting Jeremiah Love and in one rebuild. We could potentially move up for Jeremiah Smith. There is also Ryan Williams, who we could get, who's a top 5 talent. Those are really the two big difference makers at receiver in the draft. We do our first 2 picks as well. It's something worth thinking about, definitely. Is there anyone here we want to re-sign? We're going to decline the 5th-year option on JC Latham, get ahead of that contract. Arden Key can walk. O'Civers is up to 27 years old now. I'm not going to pay him that. We know we're going receiver in the draft. It's just who. We can also go, if there's a good receiver in free agency that we like, we can definitely pick that up. We've got the money. We've got 141 million. Have a look at the team. We didn't lose a lot. We didn't lose a lot of players. So tackle could be in play. Dan Moore isn't really developing. He's 28 now as well. Receiver, obviously. Defensively, D-tackle still in play. Corner still in play. Depth, and see what this free agency class has got for us. Zay Flowers looking for £28 million a year. That's not happening. Sam Laporta's in here. That's interesting. Quentin Johnson. Tui Pelotu, 24 years old. Edge rusher. We know Ebakite's contract's going to run out. Let's put an offer in on Tui Pelotu. What else do we need? Have we got a mentor to quarterback? Joshua Dobbs. Awesome. What? No. Jacoby Brissett. £13 million a year. Are you mad? Teddy Bridgewater. We could bring Teddy in for a year for that mentor tag for Cam Ward. Trey Tucker's in here. 95 speed. Tackle. No one improves us. Guard. No. No. We have gone after Tui Pelosi. Tackle. Old and washed. Corner. Riley Moss. Let's put a 2-year on Riley Moss. Safety, and then we're all set at special teams. So these are the people we're going to be going after at the start. Tupelotu and Riley Moss, and then Teddy Bridgewater for that mentor tag. We get all 3. There we go. That's a good start to the off season. We get depth at edge and corner, and obviously a replacement for Ebakite, who's going to be moving on after this season. We still need D-tackle. Corner looks a lot better now. It's just a massive glaring hole on this offense, and that is receiver and now tackle as well. So that's what we need to go after in this draft. And that's where I shall see you next. Here we are, the 2027 NFL draft. And I've had a look at the mock draft. It says Jeremiah Smith is projected to go number 5. So we'd have to move up to number 4 for the Bears. Or we'd have to move up to number 8 for Ryan Williams. But I have also looked at two quarterbacks going top 2, 3 quarterbacks going top 3. I did scout all the wide receivers. So we could potentially, there's Nick Marsh, Cam Coleman, Jacoby Lane as well. Do we need to go and move up for one of these 2, considering how many needs we do have? I have scouted some tackles as well, because we need those. Ooh, they're bad. The value there with Ryan Parker. Leonard Moore's a top 5 talent as well. Do we sit and wait, or do we call up the Bears? Let's see what the Bears would want for pick number 4. How close would that and that do? Get me? Oh, that's a done deal. We're moving up to number 4 with the Chicago Bears. We've traded number 16 and number 21 to go up to number 4 to pick Jeremiah Smith out of Ohio State. He's got elites all over the board. He's unbelievable combine. Skill sets, unbelievable as well. I didn't think that would go through so easily. It's gone through. He's the number 2 player in the class. We've got him at number 4. There's our wide receiver 1. There's our difference maker. 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 97 jumping. He's 6'3". I wasn't expecting it to do that, but that's what we've done. And we came in the draft looking for a wide receiver. We wanted a big-time receiver, number 1, and that's exactly what we've got. And I don't think it could have got any better than that, to be honest. We're going to skip to number 2. Ryan Williams did go number 9. to the Texans, and we've got 2 picks here in the second round. What have we got on the board? A couple of tackles here. Xavier Chaplin looks decent. Well, we've got Brian Parker as well that we might be able to get later on. D tackle wise, Tanavasa, Jay Hicks. Is there another receiver we like? A couple of 2 to 3 guys here. Bryant Wesco, Mario Craver, Jonte Cook. They're all 2 to 3 talents. I think we go tackle here. I think we sort out our main need, which is tackle. Who has the best physicals? None of them. What's Brian Parker's physicals like? Marginal to poor strength. That's frustrating. Combine. Xavier Chaplin he's got A block, B run block, A awareness, A impact block. He's 6'7". The combine doesn't exactly cover him in glory, but we need tackle. He's ranked 76. We've got him at 48, so there's not much value there. No dev trait. That's fucking annoying. Hopefully he's not too bad and we could develop him. Don't tell me I missed out on Leave It. No, Leave It was who was the Seaton? That's who I went ages ago. That's fine. We're back on clock. Arch Manning's here. That's interesting. Brian Westcar, Coy Perrich. Oh my word. Depth at safety. Give him more depth at edge. Quincy Rhodes. Caden Lee wrote and a 4-3-5. D'Angelo Pons. He's got A zone coverage. D'Angelo Pons is going to be the pick. Ranked 17 in the class. We've got him at 53. No dev trait, which is a bit of a killer, but that's a really good value pick. 95 acceleration, 94 speed. It's about trying to get the best player available now, I think. We are here in round 3. We might be starting to think about trading back or trading into next DJ Lagways here. Trading into next year's draft class. Clev Lubin. It's got elite speed. Edge rusher. We're going Clev Lubin here. And I think we're probably going to ranked 87. We got him at 80. No dev trait. We might think about trading because it's going to be auto-generated classes in the next season. How many picks have we got left? Probably got quite a few. Any value anywhere? A couple of receivers here. Could get more receivers. We could always use more receivers. This guy looks the best of the lot. Jonte Cook, round 2 to 3 guy. Elite acceleration. Yeah, Jonte Cook's going to be the pick. We know round 2 to 3 guys. Ranked 61. We got him at 107. No dev trait. 92 speed. 95 acceleration. That's another weapon on offense. And then I doubt we're going to be finding anyone here. D tackle. Have we picked one up yet? I don't think we have. Let's try and find a D tackle. Tanavasa. I said it was going to be him, didn't I? A tackle. Tanavasa's coming in. He's going to be a Titan. Ranked 136. I'm at 112. No dev trait. So hard, these realistic classes, trying to pick up players down the board. We're going to trade out the rest of this draft and pick up whatever we can for next season's draft class. What have we got left? We've got a 5, a 6, and a 7. Who wants it? Bears will give us a 4th. 2 6s and a 7. I want out of this class, though. 4th and a 7th next year with the Steelers. That'll do. So that's going to be the end of this draft. And we'll go and have a look and see how we've done, how we did. The main thing to do is we traded up and we got Jeremiah Smith. He's going to be a massive difference maker for us. He's ranked he's 81 overall. He's going to be incredible. He's going to be our wide receiver 1. Straight off the bat. We've got Xavier Chaplin, 72 tackle, with D'Angelo Pons with 77 corner in the second round. Lubin's a 72. Cook's a 73. And then Canavasa was a 70. So on the whole, we didn't get anyone below a 70. That's a decent draft from us. I won't check out the rest of the draft just in case you wanted to use it yourself. I don't want to ruin it for you. We'll have a look at how the team's looking. And then I'll do a quick training camp and then get straight into season number 2/3, whichever way you look at it. We shall start Xavier Chaplin at tackle, get him developing straight away. Jeremiah Smith jumps straight in there as wide receiver 1. Jeremiah Love's up to a 90 now. Kenyon Sadiq's 81. Offensively, Tuipulotu, Ebakite, Lubin, Oladeo. And then we got Barton and Graves, superstars. Will Lee, Riley Moss, Sneed, Pons. Our corner room looks decent now. Special teams, we should still have everyone. We don't have a long snapper. Has he retired? You bastard. I bet there's no one else. I bet there's no one there as well. Fuck's sake, that really annoys me. Did we miss anyone in the draft? An 80 rated kicker. Wow. 71 rated receiver there. If you look at the tags, if it says future starter, that normally means they've got a dev trait, so I can't see any there. I'm going to jump into a quick training camp and we'll see you at the first game of the season. I'm going to do them once this time. I'm going to mess around. Another silver Cam Ward's unfortunate. Can't seem to get that gold. Messed up for Jeremiah Smith, ironically. So I didn't get anything for him. It's insubstantial anyway. I'll try and do this one with Chaplin. I mean, he's slow, but luckily every single ball's come out the same fucking one so far. It looks like we got gold. Come on, there we go. He felt so sluggish. That was a bit of a grind. What do we get? We get a skill point. And Clev Lubin looks like he's going to get here. I do tend to get gold on this drill, but he's done it with ease, really. He absolutely smashed it. 5,600 points, gold, and hopefully we get something like a dev trait upgrade. We do not. It's another skill point. And this might be the best one I've done on this DB drill. D'Angelo Pons has absolutely smashed it. I missed it the last one probably because I was talking. 16,000 points and a gold medal. That's really good. He felt good as well, to be fair. Fast. No dev trait upgrade. That's unfortunate. That's going to be the end of training camp. A lot of skill point upgrades. We're going to check out the team. We're looking so much better now. Xavier Chaplin's going to start over Dan Moore. Bryce Foster's 78 now. Guard. Kenyon Sadiq, gunner helm, good 1-2 at tight end. We've got a true wide receiver 1 in Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Love's at running back 1. It's a good 1-2 punch. Cam Ward developing. Tui Pelotu, Oladeo, Everett Kite, and the rookie Lubin. Corners looks really good. We just need a long snapper. That could be the missing piece. We shall see you at the mid-season. Hopefully, we're over 500. So I'm just going to jump in and show you this. We got a weekly award after week 1. Cam Ward wins AFC Offensive Player of the Week with 4 passing touchdowns, 216 yards in a 34-28 victory over the Houston Texans. So I just wanted to show you that, which is really good. Just try and get Cam Ward going as much as we can, get him developing. We do have the Falcons up next. Thought I'd jump in and show you that one. And now we will see you at the mid-season mark. Here we are, week 8 then, mid-season mark, and we're 4-3. We're over 500. We did start the season 1-2. We've won our 3 of our 4 games. We beat the Chargers, Panthers, and the Jags. Lost to the Texans. They got their own back, fortunately. We currently rank, so we've got top 10 in rush yards. We've got a top 5 defense, ton defense, and everything out middle of the pack. We're going to run it halfback breakout here. Shad's been feeling great lately. Jeremiah Love, now X Factor development. There we go. Jeremiah Love has X Factor development. Come on, let's go. That's big. I don't know what the what's the word? Well, I don't know what he had to get in that game against the Jags to get X Factor, but if we have a look at the stats, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns is what he got. Apparently that says enough. Humanoid's flying, 118 yards. Got another touchdown as well through the air. Going to do the national scouting focus, and I'm going to stick it on D-tackle. It's probably our biggest need right now. We are 4-3. It's looking good. Looking a lot better. Let's have a look at the team. There we go. Jeremiah Love is an X Factor. Now, that's Jeffrey Simmons, still an X Factor as well. That's good. Everything's looking really good. We're going to sim to the playoffs, and hopefully we make it. Oh my God! Here we then at the wildcard week, and we end up going 13-4. We win the AFC South. We are the #1 seed in the AFC. Jeremiah Love finishes second in rushing yards, 1,515 tackles based off that. But look at those team rankings. We're top 5 offense in the league, top 2 defense in the league. That is insane. What a turnaround. We got 13-4. We've got to check out the stats. How did Cam Ward do? Cam Ward, yardage-wise, not that much difference. 3,800 yards through the air, 27 touchdowns. So getting that true number one wide receiver in, like it's helped. 27 touchdowns, so 9 picks. So the picks have gone down as well. But this is a massive difference maker. Jeremiah Love, the X Factor running back, 1,500 yards on the nose, 15 touchdowns. That's incredible. Cam Ward also 4 touchdowns on the ground, so he goes for over 30 touchdowns as well. Receiving, still no 1,000-yard receiver, but Jonte Cook leads the team in yards and touchdowns. That's incredible. Jeremiah Smith finished with 922 yards and 3 touchdowns, so maybe it wasn't him that was the actual difference maker. It was Jonte Cook, who looks like an absolute weapon. Oh my word. He's up to an 80. Oh, he's still going. Up to an 84 with morale. What round did we pick him up in? Still going. 85. This is crazy. Still going. He's an 81. He's a true 81 now. What round did we pick him up in? Jonte Cook. 4th round. We picked him up in the 4th round, and he's just had a season like this. 13 touchdowns, nearly 1,000 yards. Sadiq, nearly 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. Don't really get him involved as much as we'd like. But when you go 13-4, doesn't matter. Barton, Gray, Sneed, all tackle machines. TFL-wise, Jeffrey Simmons, 10 TFLs, 16 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons, 12.5 for Aladeo, 8 for Tui Paluto. Picks 4 for Sneed, 3 for Moss, 2 for Belton, 2 for Lee. What a season. Let's check out the yearly awards. No one in the MVP right. Jeremiah Love, 3rd in the Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, we get Jeffrey Simmons in at 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jonte Cook. Now, if you'd have said at the start of the season which wide receiver that we drafted was going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, I'm guaranteed you'd have all said Jeremiah Smith. He comes in at 5. Jonte Cook is your Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensively, nothing there. Quarterback, Cam Ward, honourable mention in at 8. Running back, Jeremiah Love. Wide receiver, Jonte Cook finishes 3rd. D-line, Jeffrey Simmons, apologies. Too many J's. DB, Legarius Sneed. Kicker? No. Cam Little's really letting us down. What a season. We will look at the team. We'll upgrade the players and then look at the team. I feel like there's going to be some dev traits upgrades this season. So Jeremiah Smith is a superstar. Jeremiah Love's playing up to an 99. Cam Ward's an 86 now. Jonte Cook's smashing it, loving life. Chaplin, Foster, developing really well. Defensively, Oladeo's smashing it. Tupeloto as well. We've built a really good team already in this rebuild. And who are we going to face in the divisional round? I can't believe we've got the #1 seed and the bye. That's insane. We're going to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've had a new kitten, and she's going absolutely crackers over something. So here we are at the divisional round. We've got Jacksonville Jaguars. We are going to jump in. We are a better team than them in every department. We're going to jump in. We're just going to watch it play by play. See if we can get into the AFC Championship game. We start off, we get a field goal, we get 3 up, and then we can see 2 quick touchdowns. We're down 14-3. Defense needs to step up. We get 1 back. We go up 17-14. We're now up in 21-17. This is so fast. 24-21 we lead. 31-21 we lead. The Jaguars get 1 back. It's 28-31. Can we get another one? We can't. But we've won anyway. 31-28 is your final. Bit of a high-scoring game. Jaguars led for a long majority of that game as well. Felt like Cam Ward was efficient. 14 for 23. Oh, Kitten's playing with me wires now. Come on. 14 for 23. Excuse me. Cam Ward goes for 14 23, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Running the ball, Jeremiah Love did what he does, 77 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Jeremiah Smith got involved, 90 yards and a touchdown. And Kenyon Sadiq. There we go. No, Jonte. There he is, Jonte Cook. Only 2 receptions for the big man. Cody Barton, double-digit tackles, lots of TFLs, a couple of sacks. Any picks? 2 picks for Dane Belton, 1 for Riley Moss. We go into the AFC Championship game in season number 2/3, whichever way you want to look at it. Will Lee developing really nicely as well. I feel like we haven't drafted overly well in terms of ratings and dev traits, but they're all developing really well and we're getting them on the field. And they're all producing. This kitten's frying me. Move. I do apologise. Let's jump into the AFC Championship game. Who are we going to face? It's going to be the Buffalo Bills. We have got the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. Apparently, they're a better team than us in every position, whatever you want to say. Let's jump in to this one. Watch it play by play. Can we make the Super Bowl already? That'd be pretty crazy. We go up 7-0 early on in the first quarter. Bills tied up. We get a big drive there, but no points. Same as the Bills. We get 14-7 up. Can we get another score? 17-7 going into the fourth quarter. Keep going. 17-14 still. We're going to win this. Oh my God, we've won it. We're in the Super Bowl. 17-14 is your final. Tennessee Titans are going to the Super Bowl. This is insane. What is happening? Cam Ward goes 19 for 33, a touchdown and a pick. Jeremiah Love, 57 on the ground and a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith, 81. Jonte Cook. Kenyon Sadiq with another touchdown. Defensively, it must have been where we won it. A few sacks, no picks. I mean, I'm surprised we've won that game. 17-14 is your final. We're in the Super Bowl. This is pretty crazy. An absolute Cinderella run for this Tennessee Titans team. Going 13-4 in the regular season. Who are we going to face in the Super Bowl? It's going to be the Atlanta Falcons by the looks of it. We're going to be facing the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. We do. They beat the Eagles. They beat the Giants. They've beat the Cowboys. We'll check out their team. We'll show them the utmost respect. We'll upgrade all our players. We'll check out their team. We'll check out our team, see if we've got any depth trait upgrades, because it's Super Bowl week. And then we shall watch the Super Bowl. Bijan Robinson, obviously, season 99. They've still got Penix Jr. He's an 85 overall, 27 years old. Bijan, obviously. They got a Bryson Washington, 1-2 punch. Receivers, Drake London, Antonio Williams, Dontavian Wicks. That's got to be one of the best receiving cores in the league. Like that, 95, 94. Kyle Pitts is still there. Edge, they've got Jalen Walker, James Pierce, Damon Wilson, Jalen Redmond, Ruka Rororo, probably the best name in the NFL. Caden Ellis, Diablo, corners, AJ Terrell, Kenny Moore, Jaquan McMillan, Razzle Douglas. Jesse Bates is still there. Xavier Watts. It's a good team. Is it a Super Bowl caliber team? I'll let you decide. Any dev trait upgrades? Jonte Cook goes up to a star dev. That's awesome. Jeremiah Smith, still superstar. No upgrade for Cam Ward. Cody Barton loses his superstar. No upgrades there. No upgrades at corner. That's harsh. Riley Moss, he's gone up to a superstar by the looks of it. There we go. They are the better team. Over 100, it's exactly the same. 86, 87, 85 across the board. They went 10-7. We went 13-4. Can we win the Super Bowl in our second full season as Tennessee Titans? Which would be incredible. Here we go. We go 7-0 early on. 10-0. 17-0. Oh, it's a blowout. 24-0. 24-0. 31-0. This is unbelievable. 34. Falcons get one back. Doesn't matter. We've done it. The Tennessee Titans are Super Bowl champions. 34-7 is your final. I am in shock at how quickly we've done this. But it just goes to show, if you go and draft those top players, Jeremiah Smith, Jeremiah Love, Kenyon Sadiq, you know, we got good developmental players on defense as well. D'Angelo Pons, Will Lee, Oladeo's developed. I am in shock at how quickly we've done this one with effectively the worst team in the league. That's insane. Let's check out the stats. Cam Ward throws for 3 touchdowns. That's going to be your MVP, I imagine. 13 of 18 for 3 touchdowns. Didn't really need to throw the ball a lot. No, there he is. Jeremiah Love, 112 yards and a touchdown. Receiving cores are all complimentary. Chimere DK with a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith with a touchdown. Jeremiah Love with a touchdown. Receiving. No Jonte. Oh. Tackles. TFLs. A couple of sacks. No picks. Doesn't matter. 34-7 was your final. And we've absolutely smashed the granny out of this rebuild already. And we're obviously going to continue. We're going to run it back. to see if we can create a dynasty. The Tennessee Titans. Never thought I'd say that. That's incredible. Kenyon Sadiq's unbelievable. Check out who needs re-signing, and Jeffrey Simmons is here. He's 31 years old, but he's an X factor. We've got so much money, 208 million. We've just won a Super Bowl, and we've got 208 million pounds worth of cap to spend. It's unbelievable. We are obviously going to bring back Jeffrey Simmons, have everything. We'll put it as a 1 year, just in case. Or should we go 2? Let's go 2. Yeah, Jeffrey's is back. Cedric Gray's been unbelievable for us. He's only 25. Let's bring him back. Cedric Gray's back. JC Latham's only 25. Such a young team here now as well. Bring him back. He's not interested. That's interesting. He could potentially be getting... That's a lot of money for Tavondre Sweat, who we haven't really seen. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Cam Ward. We're going to sign him long-term next season. Jarius Sneed, let's get him back on a 1 year. Try and run it back of all these players. Ebakite, another 1 year. Let's just try and get as many of these back as we can. Cody Barton, he's dropped down to a 74. He wants to go as well. But they're all going with Super Bowl rings. Can we get Cushenberry back on a 1? Try and run it back. We know we're going to have to replace all these players. James, so he is the same overall as Cody Barton. Cody Barton's not going to re-sign. Let's re-sign James Williams, just in case we can't find one anywhere else. Everyone else can walk. Restrepo can walk. And I think we franchise tag JC Latham, which we do. That's that then. We're going to go into the off-season. We've still got plenty of money. We do know that we've got to re-sign Cam Ward next season, so we need to bear that in mind. And then we can go into the draft and fill those holes that we've just lost. Did we lose anyone to retirement? We did not. So the O-line's still the same. We've got Cushenberry. We know we need to find a centre to replace him with. Receiving core looks good now because Jonte Cook's unbelievable, apparently. Offense looks good. Defense, we could do linebacker. There was safety I'm very interested in the draft. D-tackle actually doesn't look too bad now, but they're all playing up a lot. Corner looks okay. We need a long snapper. Here we have that then with Tennessee Titans franchise rebuild. See, it's a new day for me. Needed to get some sleep. And now we carry on. After that absolute Cinderella run that we made in season number 3, but the second full season, we went 13-4 and then ended up winning the Super Bowl in an absolute blowout, 34-7, where Cam Ward played unbelievably. Jeremiah Love was unbelievable, as was everyone else. So we've got the 1 Super Bowl in the bag. Can we now create a dynasty over the next few years and win one more, win a couple more? We are still under that rookie contract of Cam Ward, so we do have 107 million to spend in free agency should we need to, but obviously we will have to re-sign him. This is what the team's looking like so far. The O-line looks good now. Receiving core looks good after Jonte Cook, who I didn't have many expectations for. He's now star dev, playing up to an 87. Looks incredible. Jeremiah Love is obviously unbelievable as well. Kenyon Sadiq's superstar. Linebackers, unbelievable. 2 We've got Lubin. So really, the only holes I'd say was Elton is technically a 79. He's 27 years old. Safety's in play, and I'm going to show you why in a minute as well. Corner looks fine. D-tackle's obviously always in play. Any special teams, we can do a long snapper. It's just a case of getting BPA in the draft and not blowing our money in free agency. Let's have a look what's here. Cooper DeJean's here. He always makes it. Cam Kitchens with safety, 25 years old, superstar development. But I'm going to show you something in a minute that is going to be better than that. Nothing else really here that we like. We'll get a long snapper in. Just do it for the rest of the rebuild and beyond. That should be fine. Easy to sign. There we go. We've got our long snapper. Now I'm going to show you something, and it is this guy, Mike Warner. A zone, A tackle, A hit power, USC run support safety. If you know, there's top 5 talent there. He's going to be the best player in the class. He looks incredible. We obviously pick at 32. There's a top 5 tackle there. We obviously pick at 32, so would have to move up. How far? We haven't got mock draft 5 yet. Stuff mock draft 4. He's projected to go to the Bears at 15, so we would have to jump up to 14 should we want him. We don't have the 2 first-round picks like we had last year. What do we have? We've just got our normal picks plus 7s and a 4. So that is our main target, I think, in the draft. I'm going to go and have a look at the rest of the draft and set me board, and then we shall see you there. So we're back here at week, whatever it is, was mock draft 5, and Mike Warner's falling. Strong safety that we want is falling, and he's projected now to go number 22 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We know he's a top 5 talent. If he's the player I think he is, he's going to be the best player in the class. Moving up to 21 is going to be a lot easier than moving up to 14. Do we trust the mock draft and wait? Here we are then at the NFL draft. We are picking at 32, obviously. And we're going to go pick by pick. And then if we get to around 20, we are going to be calling up, trying to get this safety. I think that's the move. We've drafted really well so far based on going and getting the players we want, or picking the best players that we are available. And that's obviously worked. So I think this safety helps us. And I think he's going to be the best player in the draft. So why wouldn't you try and move up for him? Now, there's a potential sticking spot at 15 where the Bears were projected to grab him in mock draft 4. A lot of D tackles coming off the board at the moment. Ravens go edge. So here we are. We're pick 14. The Bucks are on the clock. We're going to call them up just to see what they would want for that number 14, just in case, because we don't want to get done over by the mock draft. What about a 4th? Oh, we're so close. If we move that. And there we are. We have made a trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for that pick at 14. Traded over our pick, number 32. Second round pick next year and the year after, and then a third round pick this year to move up to 14 to go and grab potentially generational strong safety out of USC. Mike Warner is a Tennessee Titan. He is ranked number 1 in the class. Come on. Number 14, we got him at. Generational prospect. Hidden dev, that's going to be an X factor. He's got 85 speed, 93 acceleration. A's everywhere. We've won the Super Bowl. We've picked up the best player in the next draft. We're actually smashing this. Tennessee Titans rebuild. Who'd have thought it? We're going to skip to pick number 64 and see what we've got here. So linebacker was another need of ours. And I feel like Carlos Amaro could play linebacker. You got A tackle, A hit power. He's a run support safety, but 6'2". I feel like he could play linebacker. We could try it anyway. And if not, we've got depth at the position. We're going for, we know he's around 1 to 2 talent. He's ranked number 50. We've got him at 64. Normal dev. That's a shame. We're probably going to move him across to linebacker. Next pick should be in the 4th. Is it? 4th round, yeah. We've got 2 picks in the 4th. We're going to go and grab some D tackles. Oh, this fucking game. Daniel Quinones, A tackle, C power, C finesse, elite acceleration. This comes second in the bench press. When you come 36 in true value, we've got him at 118. Normal development again. Seems to be a running theme in this rebuild. Pick again at 128. See what have we got. Have we got anyone? We're just going to grab another D tackle here. Diego Manuel. We know he's around 2 to 3 guy. Let's trust the board. True value. We've got him at 128. He has got a dev trait. He's got 90 strength. That's a decent pickup. We're going to go back in for the guard that we liked as well, just for some depth on the O-line, and then that'll be our draft. Yep, Eisen, B pass block, B run block, good athlete, decent combine. You're going to find gems like that for guard down the board. Ranked 55, we got him at 160 with a hidden dev trait. Let's go. That'll be the end of this draft. Let the CPU carry out the rest. Draft recap then. Mike Warner is an 86 overall. He's going to have an X factor. He's a generational talent. He looks incredible. He's already top 10 in safety. He's coming straight out the draft. He's going to be unbelievable. Amaro's a 74. He probably jumped down to linebacker. Let's have a look. 71. He's 71 linebacker. That's fine. Quinones 75. Manuel 72 with a dev trait. Eisen 73 with a dev trait. And then some depth down the board with Overton. Yeah. Let's go check out the draft class. It's the strong one. Obviously, Mike Warner was number 1. Roberto Estrada, 82 guard to the Steelers. Another guard here in the second round. 81 tackles. O-line, really strong class for the O-line. Any decent value? Nothing crazy. Really strong class though. Quinones, our pick there in the 4th. Best value. There's a team then going into the new season of, what am I saying? Into the next. Oh, fucking hell. Here's the team for pre-season then, before any cuts. We've obviously brought in Amaro and then put him at linebacker, but we have got Williams who can play Mike. So that's going to be fine. Warner's going to start at safety. Belton's now expendable, to be fair. Corner, we look fine. D tackles, we've obviously got a lot of depth now, which is great. Edge looks good as well. We did a backup, preferably one with a mentor tag, just to help out Cam Ward. Marcus Mariota, come on down. This is how your team lines up then for season number 3/4. We're in week 1. Line stays the same as last year. We've got Eisen, who's a star dev. There's good depth behind. Sadiq and Helm at tight end. Jeremiah Smith, Jonte Cook, Ayumanor, DK, Jeremiah Love. It's a hell of an offense. Offensively, we've got Jeffrey Simmons still here on an X Factor. Corners look okay. He needs to get off that normal dev. That's really annoying me. Mike Warner, obviously, it's strong safety. But this is your current Super Bowl champions as well. Don't forget that. See you at the mid-season mark, and we'll see if we're still in the playoff hunt to go and create a dynasty or win 2 in a row. I thought my went out then. Just set up the regional scouts, and then we should see you at mid-season. At week 8 then, we sit at 5-2 after coming off a loss to the Jaguars. We're still very competitive. Our team-wise aren't what they were last season, though we are top 5 run offense. Defenses took a step back. It looks like the offenses took a step back on the whole. But we're 5-2, second in the division to the Jacksonville Jaguars who just beat us. But we have got the bye week next week, so all that could change. Let's have a look at what contracts we need to re-sign. So we've got Jason, we've got 177 million, so we are flush, but we got a lot of players that we want to re-sign, I imagine. JC Latham, Oladeo, Cam Ward, Riley Moss, Kevin Winston Jr., Gunnar Helm, Elam, DK, Sneed. Done. We're going to start off with Cam Ward, who wants an awful lot of money, as you'd expect. 5-year, 263 million. Cam Ward is still here. We're back again. Apologies about that. My mic cut out. I had to redo everything. So we did just sign Cam Ward to a new contract long term. So he's going to be our quarterback for foreseeable. JC Latham, next up. We want to keep JC Latham, franchise tackle, only 25 years old. And nice, JC Latham is back. We got Oladeo. He's only 24, star dev. There's not a lot of interest, but he's going to develop, and he develops really well. And Oladeo is back. That's a hell of a smile he's got there as well. Now, outside of that, we've got Riley Moss, superstar dev, 28 years old. He's only looking for a 1 year, which I think I'm fine with that. We'll keep Riley Moss for a 1 year rental. We can look at corner. Kevin Winston at safety. We want to keep him. Let's keep Kevin Winston around for the rest of his prime. He's not ready. It will take a little bit more to lock Kevin Winston in. Gunnar Helm into. We can look elsewhere for that. Elam. I'm fine with a 2-year free Lamb. If he wants to stay, he can. And then we got DK, 26 years old. Sneed, 31. We'll move on from him. Ayumanor. I think we'll probably keep one of DK or Ayumanor. And because DK's got the dev trait, we'll probably just keep hold of him for a 3-year. DK's going to be back. We'll let Ayumanor walk. think Dane Belton, we drafted his replacement. We'll try and trade Dane Belton, see what value we can get. See if we can get anything for him. No one wants him. No one wants a safety. The Bears do. Can't afford him. Bengals. Buffalo Bills need a safety. Give us your fourth. There we go. Dane Belton's going to the Buffalo Bills for the 4th round pick. That's a decent move for both. Cushenberry, if 1 year maybe. Slater can go. Or Dan Moore can go. All these guys can go. It's just Cushenberry, but he's at 77. He's at 30 years old now. What's he asking for? We'll come back for Kevin Winston. We are 5-2 at week 8, and things are looking promising. We'll go and upgrade the players, and then we'll see them to the playoffs, which we should be in, hopefully, if everything goes well. No dev traits that I can see off the bat. Amaro, linebacker. Warner, there he is. He is the X factor, but I think we knew that anyway. Let's move Manuel up to D tackle 3 because he's got that dev trait. And I'll see you at the playoffs. Here we are then at wildcard week. We go 12-5. We make the playoffs. We make the wild card. We ended up with the top 5 offense, top 5 defense, top 5 run offense as well, which is obviously awesome. We end up coming second in the division again. Jacksonville had the tiebreaker with us, but we were the 5th seed. And we will face the Cleveland Browns, who went 9-8 and won their division. Bit of a bad one for the AFC North. We'll go and check out the stats. So Cam Ward, even though we just paid him, he was efficient, 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, only 4 picks, which is decent. Running the football, Jeremiah Love did exactly what he does. Cam Ward added 300 on the ground with 4 TDs, so he went for nearly 4,000 yards and 32 touchdowns, which is okay. Jeremiah Love, unbelievable. Receiving, Jonte Cook, 1,000 yards again with 11 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, just a few yards shy of getting that 1,000 yards. Receiving as well with 5. Jeremiah Love added nearly 400 yards and 7 TDs on the ground. So he had 17 touchdowns for the season. Minor, who we're going to let walk, I imagine. DK didn't get a catch, so we just paid him. Should have looked at that first, shouldn't I? Offensively, Cedric Gray, tackle machine. Mike Warner, our rookie safety, with a really good season. Triple-digit tackles, 2 TFLs, half a sack and an interception. Carlos Amaro, our rookie, drafted him as a safety, moved him to linebacker, over 100 tackles as well, a couple of sacks as well. Foul-wise, 14 for Aladeo, Tuipulotu with 13, and then sacks, 13 for Aladeo, Tuipulotu with 11. Jeffrey Simmons, still unbelievable, with 10.5 sacks. Interception-wise, Will Lee, 3 picks. He's been really good for us. With drafting him in the first draft, he's been really good. He's developed well as well. Cedric Gray, still got a dev trait. Hopefully that'll get him the dev trait increase. Cedric Gray got 2, Pons 2 as well. Sneed with 2. He's going to walk. Been a legend. He's going to go. And then 1 for each of these guys. Really good season. We'll check out the yearly awards. And nothing in MVP. Michael Penix Jr. won the MVP. Wow. Offensive Player of the Year, Jeremiah Love comes in at 5. Offensive Player of the Year, Oladeo comes in at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we didn't have anyone. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Amaro comes in at 4. Warner comes in at 6. Best QB, Cam Ward in at 4th. RB, Jeremiah Love wins Running Back of the Year. Jonte Cook in top 10 for wide receiver. O-line, D-line, Oladeo in the top 5. Linebacker, Cedric Gray in the top 5. DB, no one. Kicker, Cam Little comes in second. It's a really good season. We'll check out the players, check out the team, how it's looking. Going into Carlos Amaro's got 4 skill point upgrades. We're going to put them all into field general. He's now an 81 overall with morale. So he's been very good as well. Hopefully he might get off that normal dev, which would be really good. We'll upgrade the rest of our players. We'll check out the team, how it's looking going into the wildcard game against the Browns. Cam Ward playing up to a 90. Vinny Sadiq playing up to an 89. Jonte Cook playing up to a 90 as well. Jeremiah Love playing up to a 99. And then defensively, we look very good. Mike Warner playing up to a 92. Still don't know the dev trait on Manuel. We look good. Potentially go back-to-back Super Bowls. That'd be incredible. Let's skip to next week to the divisional. See if we can defeat the Browns and keep the Cinderella run going again. It looks like we have. We win 34-31 against the Browns. We go 400 yards. Cam Ward has an absolute day. He goes for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Dante Moore getting a pick there. On the ground with 82 yards, no touchdowns for Jeremiah Love. Receiving, Jonte Cook, who's been incredible out of Syracuse. Using the realistic draft classes, pick up Jonte Cook. You can probably get him later on. Absolute speed demon. 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith over 50. Jeremiah Love getting 50 on the ground as well. Humanor getting that other touchdown. Maybe we probably signed the wrong one, didn't we? Oh well. We can still sign a Humanor. Tackles, Amaro's a tackle machine. Look, 14 tackles on TFL and 2 Peloto with a sack. And the pick was Kevin Winston Jr., who we need to re-sign. We do need to re-sign. We now face the weapons that are the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're going to show them the utmost respect by upgrading our players, making sure everyone is as highly rated as possible. And we're going to jump in and watch the game. I say, see if we can defeat this Kansas City Chiefs who went 11-6. They're better ratings than us across the board, but we are the current Super Bowl champions. So we had to set down 7-3 going into the second. We get a touchdown. We lead 10-7. Kansas City come right back with a touchdown themselves. We need to get a stop. Another touchdown for Kansas City. We don't want to let them keep going. This is over. 28-10. 28-17, can we come back going into the fourth? No, this is over. 35-17. 35-24, we get one back. And the Chiefs have done it. We lose in the divisional to the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 35-24 is your final. Defense has got to play better against players like Patrick Mahomes, who are putting up 4 touchdowns. 2 picks. Patrick Mahomes throws 2 picks, and we still 35-24. Cam Ward played okay. Only getting that 1 touchdown, though. On the ground, we went 63 yards with Jeremiah Love. Carry for Spears and a touchdown. Cam Ward running one in for a touchdown as well. Receiving, Jeremiah Love gets a touchdown, all around the 60-yard. Offensively, just don't think we played well enough defensively, even though we got the 2 picks. 2 Peloto with 2, no pressure. Look, Jeffrey Soldeo getting half a sack each. Riley Moss and Carlos Amaro getting the 2 picks. Not good enough. Not good enough. Next season, trying to reclaim that Super Bowl again. Then the Arizona Cardinals defeat the Knicks to win their first Super Bowl. Walter Nolan with Super Bowl MVP. There are your yearly award winners on the right-hand side. As you can see, we win Coach of the Year, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough for, see where we pick in the first round. Tackle going first overall by looks of it. We'll pick at 27. We've only got the 1 first round pick. What picks do we have? We've got number 27. We've got no second. We've got 3rd, 2 4s, a 5th, 6th, and a 7th. But our team's good. It's just a case of best player available, I think. We're probably going to need a centre. I'm not going to re-sign Cushenberry. Let's get this Kevin Winston contract sorted. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Jeremiah Love, get ahead of that contract. And we're going to re-sign Kevin Winston Jr. Kevin Winston Jr. is back. Gunnar Helm's going to walk. Sneed's going to go. Minor is going to go as well. Cushenberry's going to go and all these. So we are going to have some needs going into the off-season. We are going to have some money as well. If there is someone we like in free agency, we'll check out the team, have a look if we've got any big holes. Other than that, it could just be a case of best player available. And we do actually have Eisen, who's a 70 overall centre, star dev. He's technically a guard. He's an 82 rated guard, apparently. Bryce Foster. What? Didn't we draft you as a centre? Let's move Bryce Foster back to centre and see where that leaves us. There we go. Oh, they're perfect. Look at that. Our O-line looks very good. All over 80 overalls. We could do with, what could we do? We've got Jonte Cook, Jeremiah, still got Baron Brown as well, speedster. So receiver-wise, we're fine. Tight end 2 we could need. Amaro doesn't get a dev trait. Cedric Gray goes up to Superstar X Factor. Simmons loses his X Factor. Still no upgrade for Will Lee. That sucks. Corner, we look good. Linebacker, we look good. We could always use more D tackles. Manuel, let's move him up. He's a star dev as well. Special teams, we'll grab a long snapper. It's just a case of best player available in the draft, I think. Jeremiah Love finished second in the league with yards, which is awesome. Check out free agency if there's anyone here we like. Not a lot. Dylan Sampson's here. Don't need him back. Mike Green. We don't need edge. Herbig. Emery Jones. We don't need guard though. Mims. Bo Nix is in here. That's interesting. Fairchild. Drew Sanders. Tate Ratledge. There's just no one grabbing us that we need. I think it's just depth. In the draft, we'll get a long snapper in. Hogan Hatton. You'll do. And Hogan Hatton signs. And then we'll go over to the draft. So just going through my set, and it would seem I've got a million D tackles, all very young, and Jeffrey Simmons is now regressing. Even though he's playing up to a 99, he is regressing. I think if we can get any value for him, I think we go for it. And that's the pick. Is that what we want? Do we want? Can we get something? Ramon Pickett could be a wide for us. He's only 22 years old. He's an 82 star dev. We're going to accept that trade. Jeffrey Simmons is going to go to the Miami Dolphins. And we're going to pick up a third round pick and another receiver. We've got loads of depth at D tackle. A lot of these will go. These two will go at least, if not more. So we definitely don't need D tackle in the draft. We could do a depth at linebacker. I've only got 5 corners as well. Tua Tagovailoa's in free agency. Got the mentor tag there. So Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's got the mentor tag. On to Denver. Let's grab Aiden O'Connell just for that mentorship tag. We found these two fullbacks. We need a fullback. We haven't got one. These two fullbacks in free agency. And those got 88 speed with 78 strength. Kanye Udo. We'll grab him just to have a fullback on the roster. We do need a tight end too, but I think we're going to go to the draft for that. I'm going to grab this guy, Kellen Wyatt. He's a Sam linebacker. He's young, just for linebacker depth. So there's our free agency signings then. Hogan Hatton, long snapper. Udo, the fullback, just to fill that on the roster. Mentor tag, quarterback, and Aiden O'Connell. And a Sam linebacker who's only 25 years old. That should set us up nicely just to go in the draft and get BPA. Obviously, after that trade with Jeffrey Simmons, we don't need a wide receiver 3 now. We've got him in Ramon Pickett. We can still get a tight end. We can still do with O-line depth. And then we've got linebacker depth as well. We don't need D tackles because we've got them all over the shop. Maybe a corner. If there's anyone there that looks generational, we will take them. So I'm just going through the draft class, and we've got, I did scout a couple of tight ends, and they both end up being top 5 talents, which is unbelievable. We've got Trevor Buckhalter out of Iowa. He's got A's across everything apart from run block, and he's an unbelievable athlete, only decent strength. And then we've got Saucedo, who's got A's everywhere, then B deep route. He's got A run block. Good athlete as well. Hoping one of those falls to us in the first round and we could pick them up. Let's get into the NFL draft then. I'm just going to check the mock draft 5 to see where these two tight ends are going. So there's a Nicholas Smith tight end going to 16, but that isn't one of the top 5 talents that we've got scouted. Diego Saucedo is at 21 and 22 for Buckhalter. So we'd have to go and trade at 220 with the Dallas Cowboys by the looks of it if we want one of these guys. And I think that's probably what we're going to do. Because we need tight end. We need a tight end too. That's one of our biggest needs outside of just depth. I know it is depth as well, but it just makes sense to go and get the best guys that you can. And if we know they're top 5 talents, we might as well try and get them when they're falling down the board. I don't know which one I'd rather have at the moment. They're both very similar. We're just looking for that dev trait. We know they're going to be good. So let's go pick by pick, and See when the first tight end goes off the board, and then we can start thinking about trading up. So Sanford do go tight end at number 16, but it's not one of the ones that we liked. So I think what we're going to do is wait till the other one goes off the board and then just go trade up and grab the other one. Because they're both very similar. I can't really pick between them. There's Cowboys going tackle. No, they should go here. Yeah, Salcedo's gone here. So we're going to go and call the Denver Broncos. See what they want for that pick number 22. They've got 0 cap room. And they want Kenyon Sadiq, ironically. You can't afford him. So we'll give him 27. We've got 2 4s and we've got 2 3s next year. First, a fourth, and a third. That gets the deal done. We had 2 thirds and we had 2 fourths in those years. So we get the deal done with that to trade up to get the player we want at number 22, which is going to be, where is he? Trevor Buckhalter out of Iowa. A, catching traffic, A, catching, A, deep route, D, run block. Really good athlete. He's got elite speed. He ran the fastest 40-yard time out of all tight ends. It's a home run pick. Look at all those A's. He's ranked number 2 in the class. We get him at number 22. Hidden dev, 89 acceleration, 89 speed, 88 agility. He's going to be unbelievable. And we'll skip to our next pick, which is in the back end of the 3rd round. We'll see what we've got on our board if there's anyone. These menus are so slow. There's a guard that we got round 1 to 2 talent scouted on. We'll just go and pick him. He's got B pass block, B run block, A impact block, 6'6", decent athlete. That's a home run pick as well. Ranked 38. We've got him at 91. No dev trait, but he's going to be depth on the O-line. Here in the 4th round, see if there's anyone. Loads of D tackles, all the UDFAs. We could do a linebacker depth if there's anyone there. Philip Clifford sucks. Linebackers suck. Is there a corner? We've got B man, B press, A catching. Oh, this guy. A tackle. Who ran the fastest 40. That's the way to do it. Jordan Fitzpatrick. He's got B zone. He's got F man. Ran the fastest 40 time. I don't like anyone at this pick. There's a couple of elite throw quarterbacks. Channing Pierman being one of them. He looks like he sucks, but he's got elite throw power. Ranked 353. Couldn't have got any worse. That's the end of that one. We'll end the draft there. CPU can carry out the rest. We traded up to go and get a player we wanted. We then got a couple of depth pieces behind. We didn't really need anything. Our team was very good. Oh my God, Trevor Buckhalter is an 83 overall. He could be an X Factor. That's incredible. The guard was a 74. We picked up a D tackle in the 5th. We needed one, 74. Nose tackle cheese. Running back and a safety. Channing Pierman sucks. Let's get into it. This is your team going into this season. We've got the wide receiver that we picked up as well. No Jeffrey Simmons this season. Hopefully that doesn't make the defense regress a lot. And that we look all set. Another good season. And we shall see you at the mid-season mark unless anything happens in between. Right, okay, wow. So at week 8, we've just beaten the Kansas City Chiefs in week 7. And you think that would mean that we were doing well. We're actually 2-5. We are struggling. We lost our first 4 games of the season, all by one score, 17-20, 17-21, 17-20, 17-20. Beat the Colts, lost by 1 score, lost by a field goal to the Rams, and then we beat the Chiefs 38-24. So we've been in every single game. We got a top 10 offense in the league, and our defense is the one that's struggling. Obviously, we did trade away Justin Simmons, and that's obviously made a massive difference to the team. Corner's going to be the national focus. We've got the Houston Texans coming up. Trevor Buckhalter, 2-point upgrades there. We'll see if he's got an X factor. Superstar dev. Buckhalter's superstar. So we've got 2 currently 87 rated superstars at tight end. I did put Buckhalter in the slot. D tackle now looks like a need. Even we've had so many of them before. We haven't got that out and out unbelievable D tackle. I think our cornerback room's really good. We just don't have that top 90 plus rated guy. Safety's fine. Linebacker looks good. They're all developing. Mara's developing well. I can't say the word developing for some reason. Developing. We do have Buckhalter in the slot. So, I mean, hopefully we can turn it around, still make playoffs. Is there anyone getting up there in age? Just the special teams guys. Riley Moss is going to be out of contract at the end of the season. There's nowhere we can save money. Not that we need to. Let's jump into these contracts. And we got a few big ones. Jeremiah Love, who's been the absolute star of this franchise this franchise rebuild. And he's back on a long-term deal. Jeremiah Love, 99 X Factor. Now, Kenyon Sadiq has been good. I do like him. We've obviously got Buckhalter now. We do have the money. And maybe it's worth keeping those two tight ends as a 1-2 punch. Riley Moss, I think we can let walk because I want to keep Will Lee long term. Will Lee's staying. Shame he hasn't come off that dev trait. Hasn't come off that normal dev. Bryce Foster, we can keep him around. He's staying. Barry Brown, we can let go. Theron Johnson, we can let go. Rimac, we can let go. And then we've got the 5th-year option on Jeremiah Smith coming up. Let's hope that we can turn this season around. And we'll see you at the playoffs. Fingers crossed. So just jumping back in here, I think it's week 11. And we've got a receiver breakout for Jeremiah Smith. He needs to get 6 receptions for over 125, and that would put him up to an X factor. And we've got the Cleveland Browns. We are actually 3-7 at the moment, so it's not looking good so far. But we will keep it live here just to see if we can get that dev trait upgrade on Jeremiah Smith. We do win the game. That's promising. 24-20. Did Jeremiah Smith get the breakout? I know it's frustrating now. How doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Let's have a look. What did he go for? Cam Ward was good. Jeremiah Smith, 94 yards and a touchdown. Buckhalter getting a touchdown as well. That's unfortunate. Not the end of the world though. And we shall now see you at the playoffs. Here at Wildcard Week then, and we do sneak into the playoffs, even though we lost in Week 18 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We finished 8-9, so under 500, and we finished second in the division again. But luckily, the AFC was bad, and we've snuck into the playoffs. We've got a top 5 offense, defense just outside the top 10. So the ratings, the actual stats-wise, aren't that bad. We'll have a look at the stats in more detail. Cam Ward went for nearly 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 5 picks. He does keep the picks down, which is good. We'd like that touchdown number a bit higher, but this is why. Jeremiah Love, 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns. That's incredible. Cam Ward getting a touchdown on the ground as well. Jeremiah goes over 1,000, 7 touchdowns. Trevor Buckhalter, tight end traded up for, goes for nearly 1,000 and 9 touchdowns. I did have him in the slot, so that's really good as well. Really good production. Take out of the slot, so his production wasn't ever going to be as big. Jeremiah Love with 303 on the through the air as well. I'm well glad we came back. Look at this. What's the point? Offensively, Carlos Amaro is unbelievable. Tackle machine, over 150 tackles. Gray with 130. Warner with over 100 as well. TFLs, Quinones stepped up into Jeffrey Simmons' shoes. 17 TFLs, 8 sacks. Tuipulotu and Cedric Gray with also double-digit TFLs. And then Oladeo with 10 sacks. Tuipulotu, 8.5. Quinones, 8. And then not a lot after that. Did I just see Carlos Amaro? 5 picks. 5 picks, 2.5 sacks, 7 TFLs, over 150 tackles. Win Defensive Player of the Year. Has to win Defensive Player of the Year. 3 picks. Gray has been brilliant ever since the start of the rebuild. And then a few more down here. Tomorrow. What a season. What a season. We'll check out the yearly awards. Let's see that award. Obviously not in... We finished 10th for the Coach of the Year. No one in the MVP hunt, as you can imagine. Jeremiah Love comes second in Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. Carlos Amaro comes in at second behind TJ Watt. Jeffrey Simmons comes in top 3. Of course he does. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Trevor Buckhalter. Come on. That could be an X factor. Offensive Rookie of the Year, there's no one there. Cam Ward comes in the top 10. Running back, Jeremiah Love again. Receiver, nothing. O-line, nothing. D-line. Oladeo comes in at 10. Carlos Amaro wins best linebacker. DB, nothing. Cam Little finishes in the top 5. We've snuck into the playoffs, and we've got the Los Angeles Chargers, who are actually a better team than across the board. But we will show them respect and upgrade our players. We'll have a quick look at the team, see how it's looking before we play the game. Well, before we sim the game. Trevor Buckhalter with 3 upgrade points. He could be going up for an X Factor this season. He's our tight end 1 now. We've just paid Kenyon Sadiq, has not been the wisest move. O-line looks good. Tight end, we've probably got the best tight end room in the league, as well as one of the best receiving rooms and running back rooms. Cam Ward's getting there slowly. Linebacker core, very good. Carlos Amaro is playing up to an 88. Stepped up into that DT1 position. Corner room looks good, although we haven't got that one outstanding superstar. Safety room's awesome. I can't believe we only went 8 and 9, but it is what it is. We're going to sim to the divisional week, see if we can defeat this Los Angeles Chargers team, or if we are one and done this year. We are going to do one more season. I think we've lost. We lost 34-28. Fuck's sake, come on, man. Where is it? 34-28, we lost. Cam Ward was okay, 2 touchdowns. Justin Hurd's unbelievable. Running the football, Jeremiah Love went up for 150 yards and a touchdown. So it's definitely not on him. Jonte Cook, cooking people, 72 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith only getting 20 yards with the touchdown. Pickett, 41 yards. Buckhalter only got 18. I bet when I generated the best lineup, it took Buckhalter out the slot and put Cook in. And that might be why we've just lost that game. That's annoying. Amaro, tackle machine. Quinones, 3 TFLs. No sacks, no picks. Fucking hell. Fence letting us down. And that's the end of our season. One and done. We're going to run it one time, see if we can get a second Super Bowl. I honestly don't know where we can improve this team outside of trying to get a big superstar, potentially in free agency. I'm not sure what our salary cap's going to be now we've paid all these players. We have got 60 million as it stands. We'll have a look at the recap. The Detroit Lions defeat the Jags in the Super Bowl. Aiden Hutchinson wins Super Bowl MVP. There's your award winners on the right. You can see Offensive Rookie of the Year is Trevor Buckhalter. Let's have a look if that's got him an X Factor. Any dev trait upgrades? Yes, there it is. Trevor Buckhalter gets an X Factor for winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's brilliant. That's unbelievable. What a pick. What a find. Smith's still got his superstar dev traits. No one else. Cam Ward's still on the star. Star dev. Get in. There we go. Fully deserves that. Just got it for being linebacker of the year and interceptions leader in the NFL with those 5 picks. So that's brilliant as well. Amaro getting the star dev. Will Lee gets a star dev as well. There we go. Finally, he just got it for being great. He's been really good. I don't know where I can upgrade this team, to be honest. Maybe a big D tackle, potentially a corner, because Riley Moss is going to be going. We could try and find a big time corner in free agency, which we will see who is there. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Jeremiah Smith, or are we? Or do we accept it? Riley Moss is going to walk. Aaron Johnson's going to do need corner. Either way. I've already declined it. Damn. That's that then. See what's in free agency. We should have about over 60 million to spend. Just over. Who's here? There he is. AJ Harris. 24 years old, 93 overall, superstar development. There's a lot of teams interested. He could be the guy. It's going to cost a lot. Let's lock him down to a massive contract. We are the top offer at the moment. Don't think there's anyone else. Jermaine Matthews could be a backup plan, potentially. Arvell Reese is in here. Aaron Graves, 83 overall, D tackle, 27 years old. I think that might be a lot. Malik Mohammed's in here as well. Still only a normal dev though. Let's see who AJ Harris decides to go to. And it is us. Yes. We get a superstar development 24-year-old corner of 93 overall, AJ Harris. Big contract. But that's a big upgrade at corner. Riley Moss has gone. Darren Johnson went as well, so corner was our need. I did scout corner as well, but he was probably the one thing we're missing outside of a big-time D-tackle to upgrade this team. 95 overall playing up to at the moment. We can grab another mentor tag quarterback, but I don't know if it really matters that much. Aaron Nussmeier's here. Let's get Danny Dimes in. He's not ready to accept. Balls to you then, Danny. Check out the mock draft, see where we pick. Number 19, it's got us picking a running back. Can't see that happening. There's a top 5 tackle here going at 20. There's a round 1 corner. Have a look to see what we've got. Ooh, there's a bit of a stinker there. Top 5, round 3 to 4. Round 1, corner there. Clint Sheldon. B's across the board. Decent athlete. There's a top 5 tackle. Projected round 1 to 2. There's another round 3, round 1 corners. Gary Miles looks decent. Got elite acceleration, great speed. He could end up being our pick. Double check the team so we know what we want going into the draft. Chaplin's not really developed as much as we want. We've not really got any scheme fits across the fucking O-line either. That's annoying, apart from JC Latham. Receivers, we're fine because we've got our tight ends as well as Jeremiah Love. Offensively, linebackers look good. Edge looks fine. Lubin's a 78. I don't think we're going to find a D tackle that's going to be an upgrade on these guys either. We'll have a look, but one probably won't just fall to us. It's just a case of best player available again. Daniel Jones does sign, so we've got that mentor for Cam Ward. We are a 90 overall team as it stands. That's probably with the morale boost, so. 2029 draft time, and we pick at number 19. And we're going to see him straight to that pick. See what we've got. Round 1 receiver here. Only 5'8", elite speed. He'd been fun. Few quarterbacks at the top of the board. There's a running back here in Woodson. Could potentially go running back at some point. Tyjee Spears. He's getting on. There's a top 5 tackle here. We know he's a top 5 guy as well. It's not really a position of need, but it is hard to pass up on someone when you know they're a top 5 guy. So Sean Richard, we're going to trust the board. Said we're going to go play available, and he's number 3 in the class. Hidden Dev, 95 strength. He might even start over Chaplin. Into round 2. We don't have a round 2 pick. Into round 3 then. Pick at 83. Still a top 5 quarterback on the board. There's a D tackle here that we know is a round 1 to 2 guy. We're going to grab him. 6'5" Johnson. Number 32 in true value. We've got him at 83. Normal dev sucks. That seems to be a running thus in this rebuild. Picked up loads of D tackles. A lot of them just normal dev. Haven't really developed as much as we'd like. Into round 4. These menus are so slow and it's so fucking annoying. There's another guy here, Clark Franklin. A finesse moves. A speed, A acceleration. We're chasing dev traits. Let's get one here. Rank 70, gone at 115. Hidden dev, there we go. See if we've got anyone else left on our board in the round 5. Come on. We've got a round 3 to 4 corner that we quite liked. Trim Royal. Also found this guard, Eric Thorpe. B run block, A pass block. Good he's literally good combine everywhere. We might pick him up after. We'll see if there's any other corners that we like. He's literally the best one. Tremaine Rolly, whatever your name is. Come on, 105 in true value. Got him 147. No dev trait, unfortunately. We can go back in for that guard, just for depth. And then I might just go and grab the fastest running back as well. And the guard's gone. That's unfortunate. It's Jarius Bradham. He's got a lot of Bs. He's a power back with elite strength, and he ran the fastest time. Jarius Bradham, 135 in true value, got him at 179. Normal dev, but decent pickup. CPU could handle the rest of the draft. Bit of a stinker, again, but I say it's difficult when you don't need to go out and get a certain position. You're just trying to find best player available. We ended up with essentially best player available in Sean Richards, number 3 in the class, 78 overall. We got 2 D tackles, 74, 72. Rolls a 70. Bradham's a 68 with 91 speed. I don't think it's a massively, it's not the best class. I mean, the fullback was the second highest rated player. The best player went number 1 at 77s. Bit of a shit class of players. So we'll go into the final season, hoping for a Super Bowl. Do we play Richard over Chaplin? 85 strength, 95 strength. Let's stick Chaplin to left tackle and he can start over. Let's stick the new guy at left tackle, Sean Richard, and then he can play over Chaplin. Why does it do this? There we go. You can start. O-line looks sound. Defensively, it's just this front three that I worry about. We'll see if there's any D tackles in free agency. We only need them for 1 more year. We've got Ed Oliver. He'd be a scheme fit as well. Let's get Ed Oliver in. He's an 83 overall. We've got Ruka Rororo. Let's get him in. He's only 81. We are going to Super Bowl or bust. Who's got the best? Tim Keenan III. 96 strength. That's an interesting one. So we're going to get Deron Payne as well. Bolster up that defensive line. Super Bowl or bust. That makes our D-line look a lot better. Oliver, Payne, Quinones. We are now an 89 overall, 91 offense, 88 defense. That's got to be good enough to get to the Super Bowl at least. Here we are at week 8 then, mid-season mark, and we are 6-1. So that looks promising. 6-1. Let's have a look at who that loss was against. It was against the Jags, of course it was. We lost 23-17. But we're actually beating teams fairly comfortably. We beat some good teams as well. Chiefs, Lions, Texans, twice. Things are looking good for that Super Bowl run. Hopefully finish on a high. And there's nothing else to do apart from see you at the playoffs. And hopefully we can finish this rebuild on a high, get our second Super Bowl. See you there. Here we are, wildcard week then, and we end up going 14-3. And it looks like we've got the first round bye as well. We've topped the division, get the first round bye comfortably. 14-3. Oh, I've just seen some of the stats. Look at that. Oladeo, 16, second in the league. Jeremiah Love, second in the league. Jeremiah Smith, second in the league. We finished with a top 5 offense. Quite a poor defense, pass-wise and points, but top 10 run defense. Offense looks like it's been winning us games. We'll go and check out the stats. Maybe Cam Ward had an unbelievable season. Pretty much in line with what he's been doing this entire rebuild. Just 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, kept the picks down to single digits. He does normally add a few on the ground. He's 4 touchdowns on the ground, 200 yards. So he's gone over 4,000 for 33 touchdowns. If that's his floor, which is pretty much his average, then they should do all right. This guy is the face of this rebuild. Jeremiah Love. Incredible. He's 1,600 yards, 20 touchdowns. He's been unbelievable. What a decision it was to pick. And then this guy, he's finally popped off. Been a bit underwhelming so far, but I did put him in the slot this year. He goes for 1,700 yards off 102 catches. Averages 100 yards a game and gets 15 touchdowns. Jonte Cook, he's been a great compliment. Raymond Pickett, we picked up in that trade, getting 600 as well. Buckhalter obviously took a bit of a step back because he wasn't in the slot, but still over 500, 4 touchdowns. Jeremiah Love gets involved in the passing game as well. So he gets 23 touchdowns in total for the season. Kenyon Sneak's pretty much dropped off a cliff, but that's because of the scheme and stuff. Carlos Amaro, I'm so happy that we went and got him and moved him. He's been really good for us as well. Cedric Gray has been incredible, the whole rebuild. We've got 5 players at triple-digit sacks, including our big free agency player that we picked up, AJ Harris, getting 114 tackles, 2 TFLs and 2 sacks. TFL-wise, Oladeo is the only one with double digits. He also got 16.5 sacks. 2 Ploto, 12.5. And then, what's happened here? Where's Ed Oliver? Where's Ed Oliver and Deron Payne? What's happened here? What's going on? Cedric Gray with 3, AJ Harris with 3 picks, 2 for Elam, 1 for Amaro, Lee, and Winston. Where is Ed Oliver and Deron Payne? They're not here. Right. Okay. Why? They were the 2 highest rated tackles outside of Quinones. Why aren't they here? What a fucking stupid game. Check out the yearly award winners. We might have a few. We get no one in the MVP voting. Penix gets another one. Coach of the year? Second to Brian Dable. Jeremiah Smith wins Offensive Player of the Year, not Jeremiah Love. Offensive Player of the Year, Oladeo gets in the top 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year is no one. QB, Cam Ward comes in at 6. Jeremiah Love wins another Best Running Back. Jeremiah Smith wins Best Receiver. He might get an X Factor. Eisen in the top 10 and Skoronski for O-line. D-line, Oladeo. He's been incredible as well. Titans, Amaro finishes in the top 10. Linebackers, and then AJ Harris, top 10 in DB. Cam Little even wins Kicker of the Year. Really good season. Let's see if we can finish it on a high and win the Super Bowl, or at least get to the Super Bowl. We will show so we got the Miami Dolphins in the divisional. Not a team you see in the playoffs very often on this game, and for various reasons, I think. But they've made it to the divisional round. That trade for Jeffrey Simmons obviously made a big difference. Richard played up to an 85. He's got star dev. Eisen's actually stepped up really well since getting into the starting lineup. Defensively, AJ Harris is still superstar. We didn't get any starters anyway, did we? That's the team going into the divisional against the Miami Dolphins. We are a much better team than them in all aspects, though they have got the best run offense in the league. Devon Achane, well, they didn't get as many yards as Jeremiah Love. Jeffrey Simmons is still there, and we're going to jump in and see if we can make it past the Miami Dolphins. Being the last season, we will jump in if we think it's necessary. I don't really want to because I will mess it up. But if it's necessary, we will. So we get safety and then a touchdown. So we're up 9-0. 16-0. 23-0 at the half. 30-0 at the half. Miami Dolphins finally get two touchdowns. 37-13. This is over. 37-21. What's going on? 44-21. There we go. That's your final. 44-21 is your final. High scoring game. Our defense looks like it sucks. Ty Simpson's their quarterback. Cam Ward goes for 215 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Running the football, Jeremiah Love did what he does, nearly 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jarius Bradham, our rookie, gets a touchdown as well. And then Jeremiah Cook goes over 100. Jonte Cook goes over 100. Jeremiah Smith goes for 50 and a touchdown. Buckhalter getting involved as well. Defensively, Amaro, loads of tackles. Oladeo, 2 TFLs. The 1 sack for Quinones, half a sack each there. And then 2 picks for Will Lee. Will Lee gets 2 picks. We're into the AFC Championship game. I'm not sure who we're going to be facing, but I'm confident we can get to the Super Bowl again. We got the New York Jets, so another AFC East team. Let's have a look at how they line up, how their stats. They got top 5 offense and they're top 10 in the run offense. The defense looks like they're a bit of a stinker. They've still got Garrett Wilson. got Julian Sayin at quarterback, playing up to a 94. Medrano, 97 overall. He looks good. Oh, that's why they've got a good run offense then. They got Garrett Wilson, KC Concepcion, Jason Colbert. They got a decent receiver core. What have they got at edge? Nolan Smith, Jonathan Cooper, Ruben Bain. Oh dear. Brian Brazizia, Christian Barmore, Shergoat. Corner room, they got a 96, Leonard Moore. Azariah Thomas is here. They got a decent team. I still think our team's better, and the overalls would suggest that. So let's go and see if we can make it to another Super Bowl. Or if the New York Jets can knock us out and this rebuild ends in tears. If we go 7-0 up early on. They're about to tie it up. No, they're going to get a field goal, 7-3. Their defense is stopping us playing at the moment. We're down 10-7, back up to 14-7, into 21-10. Can we hold out? Yes! Come on. 21-10 is your final. Not as high scoring as the game against the Dolphins. Our defense seemed to play a lot better. Hopefully. Cam Ward, 30-20, 174 yards and a touchdown. He did enough because Jeremiah Love does the rest. Over 150 yards, 2 touchdowns for Jeremiah Love. This offense is built around him. Jeremiah Smith's just a complimentary and a very good complimentary player as well. 63 yards and a touchdown. Everyone else getting involved as well. Defensively, double-digit tackles for Oladeo and Gray, as well as TFLs. Oladeo, it's 4.5 sacks. No picks. 4.5 sacks for Oladeo. That's incredible. We're in the Super Bowl again. I don't know who we're going to play, but we can finish this rebuild with 2 Super Bowls. That would be the first time I've ever done that, I think. Let's get it. We're going to sim to the Super Bowl. Who have we got? Who do we think is going to be? It is the Los Angeles Rams. Shit, guys. We've got the LA Rams. Let's upgrade our players. We've got to show them the utmost respect. Jeremiah Smith and Oladeo with the skill point upgrades. Have we got any dev trait upgrades? We have. Jeremiah Smith goes up to an X Factor. Anyone else? AJ Harris had Superstar anyway. That's the only one that I can see. Jeremiah Smith is an X Factor. This Rams team is serious as well. They've got a top 3 offense, top 5 defense. Puka Nakua's a 99. They've got Lenoris Sellers at quarterback. This could all end in tears. Let's go and have a look at who they've played so far. So they didn't have the first round bye. They played oh shit. They beat the Bucks 55-7 in the wild card, and Lenoris Sellers put up 391 yards and 4 touchdowns. Holy shit. Kyron Williams is still there. 2 touchdowns, 75 yards. Receiving, Colin Lacey, 185 yards. Puka Nakua put up 125. Defensively, they've got ballers. And they destroyed the Bucks to beat the Falcons as well. Sellers is putting up numbers. Look at this, over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns again. Holy shit. Nearly 300, only 1 touchdown that time against the Giants. That's who we're going to play. Our defense needs to be on it. And our pass defense is one of the worst in the league. This isn't going to be pretty. Can we do it? Make sure everyone is in the right space, right place, the right position to go and win this game, to go and win this Super Bowl, to make it to. Here we go then. We will jump in if needed. And we'll slow it down as well. Tennessee Titans versus the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl. Let's go normal. We are up 7-0. So what we'll do is we'll go fast until the fourth quarter. We are up 7-0 as it stands. Rams get a field goal back, 7-3. 14-3 Titans, 14-10, 17-10. We lead at half time. 17-13. We're holding them to field goals at the moment, but they now take the lead. And we're going to go normal. But they lead 20-17. We punt. That's not good. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to do that. 4. Rams put up another touchdown. They're 27-7 up. 9-yard reception. 3rd and 3. 4th and 1. We get the first down. We're going to lose this. Time's running out. We've lost. 27-17 is your final. The Los Angeles Rams win another Super Bowl. Lenore Sellers is unbelievable, apparently. He goes over 303 touchdowns. Cam Ward, what a time for you to play shit. 200 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Jeremiah Love did what he does. Jeremiah Cook, nearly 100 yards as well. It's just not good enough. Amaro, very good. Cedric Gray with a pick. That's a bit of a shitter. It's a bit of a down note to end the rebuild, but what a team we've built here. We did win a Super Bowl pretty early on, went on an absolute Cinderella run, and destroyed the Falcons in a Super Bowl. This is your team to end the rebuild. Cam Ward ended up being solid enough. Obviously, he's got a Super Bowl ring as well, so you can't complain really. He got paid. Jeremiah Love, the absolute face of the franchise. He is the main man. 99 X Factor. Everything goes through him. He's been incredible every single year. Jeremiah Smith, 98 overall with morale, gone up to an X Factor. Jonte Cook, the surprise package of the rebuild. Didn't really have high hopes for him when we drafted him, but he turned out to be very good, particularly in the slot. DK did end up getting a death trait eventually. Oh no, he had it anyway. Excuse me. DK was there. He was high-fiving. O-line was solid. We managed to pick up some really good players in the draft. Keep them around. JC Latham and Skronsky lasted the whole rebuild, as did Tajik Spears, although he didn't play much. Buckhalter, Kenyon Sadiq, both very good when they were starters. Both dev traits. Cedric Gray's been awesome. Oladeo went up to a superstar. Mike Warner, incredible generational safety. Carlos Amaro, Tupelo to. We obviously got AJ Harris as our big free agency signing, and it ended up working out because we took us to the Super Bowl. Really good team. One of my favourite rebuilds I've done. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Peace.